And they couldn't find
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's 6 o'clock. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Ms. Mayfield, roll call, please.
President Oshinsky,
Present.
Vice President Tate,
Present.
Board Clerk Sheridan,
Present.
Trustee Aguilar,
Present.
Trustee Gonzalez,
Present.
Trustee Prola,
Pearl is present.
Student Board Member Amaya Proctor,
Present.
and Trustee Prola is absent tonight. All board members except for Trustee Prola are here.
Thank you, Ms. Mayfield. Can I get a motion for approval of agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second it.
Moved by trustee Gonzalez, seconded by trustee Sheridan. All vote. Motion carries 7+1. 6+1. Thank you. Legal statement. Members of the audience who wish to address the board are asked to complete the yellow card available at the entrance and submit it to the board's executive assistant. Speakers who have completed the card will be called when the item is reached on the agenda or for non-agenda items during the public testimony. Cards are to be turned in before the item is reached on the agenda. Please note that the meeting is being recorded. State law prohibits the Board of Education from taking any action on or discussing items that are not on the posted agenda, except to A, briefly respond to statements made or questions posed by the public in attendance, ask questions for clarification, provide reference to a staff member or other resource for factual information or inquiry, ask a staff member to report back on the matter at the next meeting and or put it to future agenda. Do we have any comments? And I missed the Pledge of Allegiance. Could Trustee Pearl please lead us?
I'm glad to. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Trustee Pearl. Next, to Student Board Member Certificate of Appreciation.
Okay, we would, at this moment, we would like to recognize Ms. Proctor as our student board member. This is her last board meeting. And come on up. I couldn't see her down there. Come on up here. Amaya, oh, give her a big applause. Maya's been our student board member for this entire school year, and I can't tell you, she is just a wonderful, wonderful job. It's been a pleasure having the board. When you speak, greatness comes out of your mouth, and we all listen, and we're all like, oh my gosh, what a wonderful person. Ms. Proctor will be going off to UCLA next year as a proud San Leandro student. And we hope you come back and share with us your experiences, and we know you're going to go out in the world and do great things. Okay, thank you so much. There's a little of this too. All right. So can we get a picture? You guys want to do the board? Let's go. Let's move over here.
All right, next we're going to turn it over to Director Keziah Moss. Take it away.
Thank you, Board. Dr. McLaughlin.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Keziah Moss. I'm your Director of Community and Employee Engagement. And I am very excited to be closing out our Celebrating Schools events tonight with our high schools, the San Leandro Virtual Academy, and our adult school. We have some amazing performances and some exciting events that are happening. So I'm going to just turn it right over to the one and only Dr. Ronald Richardson, Principal of San Leandro High School, to kick it off.
Thank you, amazing Mrs. Moss, future Dr. Moss. Good evening, families, beautiful scholars. If I can have our beautiful admin team come up so we can celebrate and honor you, give them a round of applause. Ms. Barloga, Dr. Reginald Richardson, Mr. Yee, and Ms. Ramirez. And good evening, Board of Trustees, our amazing Board of Trustees, our amazing Superintendent, Dr. McLaughlin, and our amazing cabinet. Welcome to Celebrating Schools. It's so exciting to be here. And before I start, I want to acknowledge the families that are in the audience, but also our colleagues from Lincoln and from our adult school. It's an amazing collaboration and amazing things we do in our amazing district. But I just want to highlight our board, our cabinet, and our superintendent for all the support in getting us through a very amazing year. And there's so much to celebrate. And I also want to give our scholars who are going to be presenting a round of applause. They want to just share their amazing experience here at San Leandro High, but also in the gifts that they give to our world. But I'm going to have our admin team come up. They're going to introduce themselves. I was going to do it for them. They're going to introduce themselves. And I'm Dr. Ronald Elliott Richardson. And it's going on my 10th year at San Leandro High, and I love it. This is an amazing learning community, amazing district. And what we're doing to revolutionize education, but also to transform schools is amazing. And our students here are going to tell you the most, and they can tell you the best. So I just want to celebrate our amazing scholars as well who are going to be presenting. And I'm going to hand it over to Dr. R.E. Richardson.
Good evening, everyone. I think Dr. Darrow's forced me to give my middle name. I'm Dr. Reginald Edward Richardson. But good evening, everyone. I just want to say enjoy the show. We're very proud of our students. I want to applaud our students in the work that they do. Congratulations, our student board member. You are amazing. She's part of the show as well. So we'll see you soon. And I just want to thank you. Have a good evening, and please enjoy the celebration. Thank you. I'd like to bring up my colleague, Ms. Barloga.
Hi, my name is Maite Barloga, and I've had an amazing first year here at the high school as one of the assistant principals, and there is so much to celebrate. Looking forward to showing you.
Michael T. Sanyi, Associate Principal here at San Leandro High School, and I'm excited to watch alongside you too.
Hi, and I'm the last admin team member, Anna Wynn Reyes. And again, I'm really excited that you will all get to witness the amazing, amazing work that our scholars have been up to. So enjoy.
Hi, my name is Dulce Sanchez. I'm a student representative, ELD representative. I am part of the Business Academy, and I'm looking forward into speaking throughout the meeting later on.
Hi, I'm Natalia Olivares. I am a junior here at San Leandro High School, and I am next year's ASB president.
Hello, my name is Rory Mason, pronouns he, him. I'm a sophomore in the Business Academy at San Leandro High, and I'm honored to be here.
Hello, my name is Grace Mondragon. I am a senior here at San Leandro High. Hi, everyone. My name is Lea Peraza, and I'm a senior here. And I just wanted to thank Ms. Barloga and both Dr. R.E. and Dr. O for letting me and Grace participate in today's board meeting. Thank you.
Hello, I'm here to introduce Leia Peraza. She will be singing Amor Eterno, Eternal Love, in honor of Eduardo Nava Sanchez, a amazing community member that we sadly lost this year. I had the honor of having him as my swim coach freshman year. His teaching is eternal. Please welcome to the stage, Leia Peraza.
And if you know the song, please, you're more than welcome to sing along with me. And again, thank you for the privilege.
Tú eres la tristeza de mis ojos que lloran en silencio por tu amor. Me miro en el espejo y veo en mi rostro el tiempo que he sufrido por tu adiós. Obligo a que te olvide el pensamiento, pues siempre estoy pensando en el ayer. Prefiero estar dormida que despierta, de tanto que me duele que no estés. Como quisiera que tú vivieras, que tus ojitos jamás se hubieran cerrado nunca y estar mirándolos. Amor eterno e inolvidable, tarde o temprano estaré contigo para seguir amándonos. Yo he sufrido tanto por tu ausencia. Desde ese día no soy feliz. Aunque tengo tranquila mi conciencia, sé que pude haber yo hecho más por ti. Oscura soledad estoy viviendo, la misma soledad de tu sepulcro. Tú eres el amor del cual yo tengo el más triste recuerdo de Acapulco. Como quisiera que tú vivieras, que tus ojitos jamás se hubieran cerrado nunca y estar mirándolos. Amor eterno e inolvidable, tarde o temprano estaré contigo para seguir amándonos. Thank you very much. In honor of Eduardo Nava Chavez.
Hello, I would like to introduce the students voted on their favorite quote of Mr. Nava, and they made journals that have the quote on them. It's never too old to learn and never too young to lead, and we'll be passing them out right now.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. I'd like to say thank you all for being here with us this evening, and thank you for having me here. My name is Amaya Proctor. I'm a senior here at San Leandro High School, and I've been here all 4 years. I'm also the board representative, and I'm absolutely honored and just so excited to be here with you all this evening.
Yeah. As you guys might remember, my name is Natalia Olivares. I am a junior here. I've been here all 3 years so far. I'm excited to be here and can't wait for you guys to experience the celebration.
Okay, so this is our Something for Everyone at SLHS slide. These are just some of the things that are available for the students to participate in while at San Leandro High School. I was a part of the SLAM Academy, that's San Leandro Arts and Media Academy. I was enrolled in my sophomore year, and honestly, I am so grateful for that academy because I feel like being a part of that academy, it was able to grow me into who I am today, and I had such amazing teachers. I just cannot explain how much I love and appreciate the teachers in the San Leandro Arts and Media Academy. And part of being in that academy, it allowed me to go into my film major, is what I'm doing at UCLA. So I'm very appreciative. We have other things for students. For example, we have our Social Justice Academy for students who are interested in social justice work. And we have our athletics and BA, which Natalia will be speaking about, but this is just one of the very many beautiful cherries on our tree at San Leandro High School.
Hello, I will be talking about the athletics part of. So I am a 3-sport athlete. I play water polo, I swim for our school, and I also play soccer. I've had great experiences playing for our school. I've built friendships and strong bonds with my teammates in and out of school settings. My experiences have been wonderful. It's made my high school experience better, and it's taught me collaborative skills and leadership skills as well. There are wide varieties of sports here, and there's a place for everyone. Here we have Rory.
Hi, I'm a sophomore in the Business Academy, and the Business Academy is a 3-year program at SLHS, and it's a great community. We build bonds that last our whole year through high school and after, and we also get to go on field trips that not many other academies or people at SLHS get to do, and we get to just have a good time together.
So I'm going to be talking a little bit about ELAC, which is basically for students who English wasn't their first language, like me, born here, but with a family who doesn't originally speak English. It was hard growing up, only having one language at home. Thanks to my brother, shout out to him, but he's like really older now. So when I graduated elementary, he had to leave to high school, so I didn't really have that guidance and help at home for school anymore. And thank you to the teachers at San Leandro High School. Last year, I was able to pass my ELAC test and be known for being an English learner. And I'm just so happy for having all the guidance and support here at San Leandro High. Thank you.
So in these next few slides, we will be explaining some images that highlight our school. Let's take a, oh. Okay. So yeah, let's take a look at some of the many highlights of the 2022-2023 school year.
So this year we got our new quad, and I think any student at SLHS can say we are all very thankful for our new quad, and it's beautiful, and we have hosted events there, and it's just awesome.
And great news, our marching band is bigger than ever.
And San Leandro High School received the yearbook, the Gallery of Excellence Award, and this is how it looks like.
This year, San Leandro High launched our Stream Academy, and it's really cool.
Representing the debate club, a couple weeks ago, I think it was a month ago, we had our first tournament at Spar Hayward High. No, sorry, not Hayward. I forgot which high school. It's near like over there in Richmond. But we, oh, there it is, El Cerrito High School, and we got first place. You know, it's really, we're really honored to get first place, you know, doing it for the first time. And being in the debate team has taught me how to be persuasive and just challenge myself when I'm speaking and learning new ways to speak to other people and etc.
Hi, everyone. I'm Isabella Hearn. I am a senior here at SLHS, and this is my 4th year notables. And I have been working with Ms. Dent for over 12 years now, since I was in around 1st grade. We went on a trip through World Strides and paid a visit to Stanford University for a scavenger hunt. We saw places like the Braun Music Center, the Memorial Church, and Bing Concert Hall. After our scavenger hunt, we then made our way to our adjudication. We were judged by 3 different adjudicators. We sung 3 songs: Laudate Dominum by Dan Davison, I Choose Love by Mark Miller, and Bonseaba, a traditional Zambian song arranged by Andrew Fisher. After we performed, one of the adjudicators came up on stage and did a 15-minute clinic where she helped us in areas where we could improve and areas where we just need a little bit more oomph, as Ms. Dent would say. Later on, we went to Great America and had a very fun time riding rides. And at a certain point, we made our way to the auditorium for their award ceremony. There were different divisions that we kind of not went against, but different divisions that were there. And they had their own ranking and scoring system, just as we did. We won Gold Superior, and we got 1st place in our chamber choir division. As you see here, this is right after we won our award. And this means that next year, we are invited to the Festival of Gold at Carnegie Hall in New York. Thank you for your time.
What a fabulous way to end that slide on a high note. Am I right? No pun intended. So this is our San Leandro Unified School District Strategic Plan from 2021 to 2024. Some of these things include, I'm sorry, I just stuttered. Anyways, valuing and honoring diversity, College and career readiness. We focus on always improving our district and always improving our school to the best of our ability. And here are 5 ways that we are doing that. And honestly, I can say that we're doing a fabulous job, just always growing. You learn and you do better when you have the ability to grow. And San Leandro High School is a school where we continuously learn to grow, and we cherish that growth and implement it into the following school year. So it's just a delight to present this.
In these 3 images, we have on the left, Miss Wong working with some multilingual scholars. In the middle, we have Miss Livson's forensic biology class checking on stages of decomposition. And on the far right, we have Miss Fatoni supporting some of our amazing scholars in our SDC program.
Hello again. This is our engage, educate, and empower slide. Now, briefly, we know that knowledge is power, and it's imperative that our students have the ability to engage on hands-on and learning experiences and learn through education and empowerment. Now, our SJA community is an example of this. Our SJA community does a lot of community and hands-on work for their students, and by doing that, they're able to engage and educate themselves and empower themselves. We've held peaceful protests, we've held vigils for people who we've lost in our community, and we're able to empower our students by these learning experiences. And here we have our engineering students building a tiny home, which they can learn into how they can transfer that into implementing that into their own daily lives. So it's always imperative that students have hands-on experiences, because some of us learn through hands-on activities, and being able to participate in that makes a huge difference than just maybe reading it in a textbook or watching a YouTube video, but getting to materialistically and getting to be able to put your hands on and get in the nitty-gritty really does help out a lot.
Hello, we are here, me and Leah, representing Eden Area ROP students that attend San Leandro High. Half of the day we're in Hayward at our site, and then half of the day we're here back at San Leandro. You want to talk about?
I chose ROP because what convinced me was the virtual field trip that I took my sophomore year during my history class. I saw that they did a lot of hands-on activities, and that's what attracts me. And I've been there for, now 2 years, and I'm about to finish the program. And I can say that it's the best decision I've ever made in my life. I love ROP with all my heart. Imagine having your favorite class for 3 periods straight and just having 3 more classes. That's awesome, right? Like, wouldn't you think that's awesome? It's awesome. So yes, I'm very grateful to the principals for allowing me to be there, because I got there late, by the way, so. Oh, sorry, but yes, it's been totally great. Thank you.
Leah represents medical, and I represent the culinary science program there at Eden Area ROP. At Eden ROP and the culinary sector, I'm also an ambassador. So all the presentations that are done by ROP, all the sophomores that came into it, I was one of the ones hands-on explaining to the sophomores why this is the best decision ever. I second Leah. It's your favorite class for 3 hours straight. It's hands-on material. You are doing what you love, and you're figuring out what you like.
We do have a questionnaire for these two. Excuse me. Our first question is, why did you two choose ROP?
I chose ROP because I was in Slam Academy first. I was in Slam for my sophomore year. Sadly, my sophomore year was virtual. It didn't give me what I wanted, and I knew what I wanted was out there. And ROP, as Leah said, the virtual tour that we took during our sophomore year, even though it was virtual, the culinary industry, it called to me. Working in the garden, there's a picture up there with me getting my hands dirty, pulling out squash plants. I love that. I love interacting with people. I love providing food. It's such a necessary thing, and it was something that I wanted to do. Thank you.
I chose ROP because I thought it was the best decision, and I still think that it's the best decision to just jumpstart you into the career that you want. For me, it's the medical careers part of it, and yes, that's why I joined.
Thank you so much for your question, ladies. We hear that you guys enjoy servicing your community, you getting your hands dirty and the nitty gritty, getting able to be in the culinary arts and feeding people, and you getting able to be in the medical field and also being able to help people. So with going into the next question, how do you guys feel like ROP benefited your character development?
ROP benefited my character development because I was able to become an ambassador of ROP. I would never think that I would be up here talking about ROP, explaining what it's done for me. It's a tight-knit class that you have for 3 hours straight, and you kind of have to make friends. And everyone I've met at ROP are so loving and so caring, and they really are paying attention to what you need.
I think ROP has made me more responsible and just helped me grow the love that I have for something even more.
Fabulous. So going with our final question, I'm sure we're all dying to hear the answer to. What do you guys plan on doing after ROP?
Thankfully, due to ROP, I was able to get into their WIO program there. So I was offered an internship at a restaurant with a head chef. So I plan on working there after high school, as well as attending DVC for a culinary science degree.
I plan, well, in ROP, there's 2 years. And on the second year, you are eligible to go into internship. And I just need to say that I loved my internship experience. My boss was, como dicen en español, es un amor ella. She has such a big heart. I love my boss. Her name was Donna Oten. And I hope to see her again because on the final day, they gave me a job offer. So I'm going to go ahead and start working there after school.
Let's give it up for them. Woo!
Give our beautiful scholars another round of applause. I have a couple of more slides. Just want to honor our college and career readiness staff. They're phenomenal. We have our academic counseling team and our college and career center colleagues to the right and to the left, our academic counselors. They've done a phenomenal job of supporting our scholars. So I just want to acknowledge our counseling team and also our amazing college and career center staff. Next slide. One of the things we all know here in San Leandro Unified, we're huge on employee engagement. How do we create conditions for our amazing colleagues to stay in San Leandro? And one of the things that we want to do is to acknowledge not only all of our staff at San Leandro High and SLUSD, but at San Leandro High, we're going to acknowledge all of our teachers, our classified, our certificated. But today and yesterday, actually yesterday, 2 days ago, we were able to honor Millie Garcia, our AP office technician. Even though she's not here, can we give her a round of applause? she may be watching. And she's an amazing support in our AP office, but also around our school. She does everything here at San Leandro High to support. I also want to acknowledge our teacher of the year, our SLUSD teacher of the year, Miss Lisa Wong, who supports our English language learners and our EL program. She's phenomenal. Can we give her a round of applause? And our BA scholars treated them to some ice cream, and I know they really appreciate it. So thank you to our amazing BA program. Thank you. Next slide. Next, I'm calling Rory to the stage.
Hello. So here at SLHS, we try we include everybody here. I'm going to speak a little bit about my experience. I came in as a freshman, really nervous because I went to Catholic school for most of my academic career, and I didn't have a lot of friends. I started by eating lunch with the BA seniors and my dad, Mr. Mason, and I was really lonely. But then I made some friends. But my mental health wasn't the best, and I got really good support here at SLHS to help myself grow and heal. I also joined Rainbow Club this year, and it's really helpful and inclusive environment. We talk about queer and trans topics that are happening in the US and the world right now, and we are able to grow as a community. And yeah, it's a great experience here. It's probably my favorite year I've ever had in school, my sophomore year. And yeah.
So we're going to have one of our amazing scholars talk about our environmental and technology equity around. We have a brand new gym coming, but I want you to hear for how excited our students are about. All right, maybe a junior should come up because our seniors won't get to experience until they come visit, but I'm gonna hand it over to our amazing scholar, Natalia.
So our new gym is being built, and I am very excited to see the grand opening in 2024. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to use it or experience it. I mean, I'll be gone eventually, or graduated. Yeah. So yeah, I'm very excited to see its outcome. So
Yeah, as a cross-country runner, that's the area that we're usually at. So we had to move somewhere else this year. But yeah, I'm excited to come back and check it out and see what it's like. And yeah.
Thank you. All right, our next slide, a very special person in the audience. And not only employee engagement, but also how are we engaging all of our parents? And one of the things we want to highlight, Jill Starr, SLHS Volunteer of the Year. Can we give her a round of applause? If you can come up here, if you can come on up. And while she walks up, you're going to get a ton of flowers. Kaylee Stowe, graduate of San Leandro High, who's actually graduated college, is actually in the graduate program. Kaylee Stowe was our first 9th grade cohort, 2018. And then Darius Stowe graduated in 2022, and EJ is next. He's currently going into his sophomore year. He's phenomenal as well. But I just want to say we love you. You are phenomenal. Not only our school side council chair, she supports our school in any way we need support, whether she's on an interview panel, where she's supporting our athletic program, our boosters, anything San Leandro High and the community and the district needs, we can call on Jill. And just want to say we love you. You're amazing. You're a phenomenal human being. You're a phenomenal mother, phenomenal educator, and as a parent, and what you do to this world, you're a gift to not only San Leandro High, but you're a gift to this world. And we want to present to you your award. For our final finale, and celebrating schools and celebrating San Leandro High, we want to bring out our amazing award-winning notables. Give them a round of applause. They are at the football games, the basketball games. They present in their beautiful voices. It really heals our souls, our minds, and they're so talented. Thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing your beautiful voices. And notables will perform for us.
Tonight, we will be performing Laudate Dominum and Crowded Table.
Laudate Domino, laudate Domino, laudate Domino, laudate Domino. Omniscientes, omniscientes, Alleluia. Laudate, laudate, laudate. Omnis populi, omnis populi, laudate. Glorium confirmata, glorium confirmata, et super nos misericordia eus. Et veritas Domini, valet in aeternum. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. Laudate Domino, laudate Domino, laudate Domino, laudate Domino. Omnis populi, laudate Domino, omnis populi, laudate Domino. Omniscientes, omnis populi, omniscientes, omnis populi. Alleluia, alleluia, laudate. Laudate Domino, alleluia, laudate, laudate, alleluia, laudate Domino, alleluia, omnes populi, laudate, omnes gentes, alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. You can hold my hand when you need to let go. I can be a mountain when you're feeling valley low. I can be a stream, showing you the way home. If you can hold my hand when you need to let go. I want a house with a crowded table and a place by the fire for everyone. Let us take on the world while we're young and able, and bring us back together when the day is done. If we want a garden, we're gonna have to sow the seed. lends a little happiness. Let the roots run deep. If it's love that we give, then it's love that we reap. If we want a garden, we're gonna have to sow the seeds. Yeah, I want a house with a crafted table and a place by the fire for everyone. Let us sing on the world while we're young and able, and bring us back together when the day is done. The door is always open, your picture's on my wall. Everyone's a little broken, and everyone belongs. Yeah, everyone belongs. I want a house with a crafted table and a place by the fire for everyone. Let us sing on the world while we're young and able, and bring us back together when the day is done. And bring us back together when the day is done. Bring us back together when the day is done. When the day
And that concludes Celebrating Schools for San Leandro High. And I'm gonna hand it over to Ms. Moss. Thank you, audience. Thank you, Board of Trustees, Superintendent, and Cabinet for your participation in the audience. I'm gonna hand it over to Ms. Keziah Moss.
Wow, I have to follow that? Okay, let me try. Thank you. Did they miss any programs at San Leandro High School? Is there something for everyone? I can't think of anything that was missed. Thank you all so much, especially our students and staff, for that beautiful presentation, not the high school of my youth. Okay, next, we're going to move to our newest school, the San Leandro Virtual Academy. Principal Matt Steinecke, would you join us up here on the stage to present the Celebrating Schools for, and I'm going to get the pronunciation right, it's the Silva is the nickname for the San Leandro Virtual Academy Sharks. So thank you. Here we go.
Good evening. My name is Matthew Steinecke. I'm the proud principal of San Leandro Virtual Academy. It's one of our newest schools here in San Leandro, and we have almost done with our first year. So I think everyone deserves a round of applause for starting a brand new school. As we started our school, it grew out of our independent study program from last year. And with the leadership of the board and our cabinet, we're able to grow Virtual Academy into a true school. And our 6 through 12 program is fully WASC accredited in our first year. So it's a tremendous value that we were able to have. I was told there's a clicker here. So as a brand new school, we were able to develop a format that was better able to support our students virtually while they were working on an independent model. So every classroom, every teacher engages with their students during morning meetings. And we conduct virtual STEAM classes for hands-on activities, and parents are able to pick up materials and supplies for students to use at home. Excuse me one second. Our elementary students are provided with strategic support in their reading and math classes. So they're able to not just teach grade level, but teach the instructional level for our math and English. Teachers collaborate frequently and regularly. Oftentimes, they will send me an email or ask me to meet with them real quick because they're already meeting and they're already talking about things. So it's really great to work with such a great professional teachers and staff. Oh, I forgot to say, last month we presented at the board meeting because we went through a whole logo and branding process. So we are officially the Silva Sharks. Woo! Really happy to be involved in that process. And it took everyone from the students, the families, and the teachers to come up with that great logo that you'll see right there on the right. For preparing for college and career readiness, we thankfully with the district's access to the College Career Center and the college career coordinators pushing in supports for Virtual Academy, we're going to look forward to next year being able to have more virtual sessions to support our students to make sure that they're able to access those resources. And we have our counselors working with the staff and students to make sure that they are A through G ready and able to move on past Virtual Academy. With our employee engagement, we have our monthly staff meetings. And as a brand new school, we've been very involved in the creation of what we do as a virtual academy. So the staff has a lot of input and a lot of direction with how we are growing as a school. And we're looking forward to implementing some new ideas and new direction for next year. We are looking at how we're creating universal design for learning in a virtual space. Where we're not in a classroom together, we are having to use our virtual tools and other collaboration systems to make sure that we are bringing students together and working on projects and resources that really are effective for learning, and not only learning, but applying that knowledge to some real life scenarios. We're very happy that we're able to have our ELAC this year as a necessity, and we'll talk a little bit more about that right at the end. But that was a very good venue to receive input in real time. So we're able to meet monthly and then talk weekly with our ELAC rep about what she was experiencing and what her student was. And we're very happy to have our elementary families. About once a month, they were able to pick up materials to take and bring home, anything from just the standard school classroom materials to STEM and hands-on science activities, which was really great for our students. Very happy to have the support of the Ed Foundation, who was able to provide some of those tools and kits for our students. And lastly, we were able to work with technology to make sure that all of our students had our Chromebooks and hotspots, and to make sure that we were able to provide those for our students. It's been interesting because we're trying to do our SBAC or CASP testing right now, and some students were opting to have their devices that they had already at home. So we did a mad rush to make sure they had district Chromebooks so that they could do the remote testing. And it was great that parents were responsive, came, picked up the Chromebooks, and it was very helpful to have that response. So Although we might be virtual, we're able to build a close-knit community and continue the work. And I'm excited to see what next year and the future years of Virtual Academy will bring. And our volunteer of the year, Irma Castellano, was not able to be here tonight. She is our ELAC president, worked extensively with us, not only for our English learners, but our program in general. She just recently went back to school. So not only is she working full-time and a mom, but she has gone back to school in the evenings. So she does send her regrets. But I do want to make sure that we acknowledge Irma and all of her work that she's done for Virtual Academy, our students and families. So if we can give it. We will make sure she gets her award. And I will hand it over to Ms. Moss.
But don't go far. Don't go far, Principal Steinecke, because you are next on the list. Thank you. Give a good hand for the San Leandro Virtual Academy. You just saw their first celebrating schools. That's kind of a landmark. So quick segue. Next up is going to be Lincoln High School. This is our alternative high school. And yes, it is going to be led by Principal Matt Steinecke. Please come on up. Woo! Another round.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Matthew Steinecke. I'm the principal of Lincoln High School. Very happy to present Lincoln's program to you tonight. So thank you, trustees and cabinet, for giving us the time to celebrate Lincoln with our community. We've had an amazing year. We're bridging from the pandemic, hybrid learning, and this feels like this year was the first year where we were actually able to start doing stuff, doing things and getting back to what Lincoln was. And as you 5 years ago, when I started at Lincoln, we came together as a school site and we started to examine what's at your core. So all of our work that we do is around community, owning it, respect, and empathy. And you'll see a little bit later, our Lincoln leaders will come up and talk a little bit about their experiences as well. So our first goal in Engage, Educate, and Empower is one second, let me flip to my notes. So we have our students of the month. You'll see them on the left side. You'll see the one on the second one from the left, LaRon. You'll see him a little bit later, coming in the years. So we had orientation for new students. So our Lincoln leaders, anytime a new student comes to Lincoln, they step up. They show the student around, they take a look at their schedule and walk them around, make sure that they feel comfortable. We have a partnership with the Boys and Girls Club where our students are accessing their programs after school. In addition, we have partnered with Fly Law, Fresh Lifelines for Youth, and they provide a 12-week, 10-week, Mr. Gordon, is it? What, 6, 7, 12 weeks. It is a 12-week program in which students engage in meaningful practice and discourse around laws that affect youth and what they can do within their community to affect change. And it culminates in a field trip. This year they went to the San Francisco University Hastings. I don't know if I'm getting the wording correct because it recently changed its name, but they were able to do a mock trial and learn from students right there to find out what law school was about. We have our TUPE, our Tobacco Use Prevention Education Program. We have our advisory weekly program. During our advisory program, students work through social emotional lessons. They learn about upcoming opportunities. And one of our advisory lessons was, log in a DMV and create your DMV account so you can get your driver's license. These are life skills that everyone needs, and it's often overlooked. So we want to make sure that our students are able to access those opportunities. Well, goal two, for educational equity through college and career readiness, we want to make sure our students are career and college ready. So not only do we have our FLY law, but we have our partnership with MC3, our pre-apprenticeship program, partnered with the organization CTWI to bring a pre-apprenticeship program to our school. So students who successfully complete this program, they earn their OSHA 10 card, their CPR card, and they receive a certificate from the National Association of Buildings and Trades Unions, NAB2. And it's a certificate that able to get them to the front of the line of apprenticeship programs. So it's a good way for students to jumpstart their career in the buildings and trades industry. We also offer hotel hospitality. We have Career and College Week. We worked through FAFSA and college applications so that all of our seniors had an opportunity to fill out the FAFSA and as well fill out a college application. And there are many great things going on at Lincoln. And what I'd like to do is just pause right here and hear from two Lincoln students about their experiences, because goal 1 and goal 2 is directly related to our students. So I have a couple Lincoln leaders that I would like to invite up here. We have Adam and Fernanda. So please, let's give them a round of applause as they enter the stage. And first up, we'll have Adam. Come on.
Hello and good morning. My name is Adam and I'm a junior at Lincoln High School. Mr. Gordon asked me if I wanted to say a few words tonight and I'm happy he asked. I've been at Lincoln since August and I've met amazing teachers that led me to success. I've caught up on all my credits at Lincoln this year and have met a lot of new friends. While at Lincoln, I've earned Student of the Month. I have also done a lot of amazing extra credit opportunities. Oh, shit. Thank you. I am a part of the MC3 class and learned how to chalk line, learned about cement, learned about all the different trades. And we learned how to handle safety tools safely. I have been in the after school cooking matters class that teaches you amazing skills on how to cook. I've also done TUPE, tobacco use prevention, which taught me and others how harmful smoking can damage yourself and earn prizes. And we have done a lot of awesome field trips, like going to ACO sheeting metal with Mr. Kempling, learning how sheeting metal works. We have went to an A's game with Mr. Gordon, Ms. Carvalho, and Mr. K, which was amazing spending time with friends and everything was paid for. And we went to a field trip to Cypress Mandela training program and got to learn about a lot of different trades, including BART, PG&E, East Bay Muds, Winterton. We also had a lot of fun hands-on activities and earned snacks. I feel excited to wake up every day to learn new things and do a bunch of fun activities with staff members and students at Lincoln. I'm looking forward to our new school and experience the new campus and classrooms and get to meet a lot of new scholars. That is all I have to say today. Thank you guys for coming. Go Lincoln Eagles.
Thank you, Adam. And now let's bring up Fernanda.
Hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Fernanda Lionel, and I am a senior and have been a student at Lincoln High since my junior year. I am the chairperson for Lincoln School Site Council, and I have also participated in our student council. Once COVID was coming to its end, due to my mental health, I made the decision to attend Lincoln for my well-being. And I will not lie, that was one of my best decisions yet. At Lincoln, they supported me in many ways, from classes and opportunities. They helped me look and achieve, to the support of one of the most amazing staff members that I have met. At Lincoln, I was finally able to be a part of a community and begin embracing being social again, which was very difficult after COVID. The students at Lincoln formed one of the most unique friendships and bonds that I feel no one could have expected, but they will still carry on for the rest of their lives.
Although I am saddened to leave the place, I am grateful to have attended and have been part of that beautiful community.
One more round of applause for just two of our Lincoln leaders. And so in order to do all these amazing things that our students have just talked about, we need an incredible staff. So some of our staff were pictured right here. We have Miss Linford, Miss Doran, and we have more collaboration over on the right with Miss Doran, Miss Linford, and Miss Mybar. And we have a couple of the Lincoln staff in the audience right now. So if you are one of my Lincoln staff, can you guys stand up and just wave? And who do we have? We have Miss Doran, Mr. Gordon, and Miss Shelley Taylor, our parent facilitators. So thank you guys for being here and supporting us. In addition, staff participate in weekly site meetings every Monday morning to talk about the week ahead and work on professional articles to really define our practice. And we are redefining what Lincoln means for our students each and every year. And I'm very happy to bring the work forward and to have a lot of returning staff to build our momentum as a school. So for our Lincoln families and building the equity mindset around our community and approach, we engage in parent engagement, learning, and leadership. Our tech department was able to set up our parents facilitators and counselors on an app that allows texting from the computer because families we are texting more than just calling and emailing. So we're able to utilize that service. So thank you, Larry and Long, who are up there for getting our staff set up with that. We are beginning and building in our resources and workshops for our families. And these two pictures right here are our open house, back to school night. And that was the largest turnout that we've had at Lincoln in quite a while. And so I'm glad we're out of the pandemic, and I'm glad that we are back in person and rebuilding the great programs that we have at Lincoln. In addition to the back to school night open house, we had a very successful school site council and ELAC this year, able to, I don't want to say formally seat, but build those out so that every seat is taken and that we are meeting regularly and making those decisions and helping guide the school along. So I'm really proud of the work that Lincoln has done with involving our families. I would like to say more for goal 5, but I just can't say more than this picture. Thank you, San Leandro Unified, for voting for our bond measures, and the leadership of the trustees and cabinet for constructing a brand new campus for Lincoln High School. So that is looking very exciting. It will look a lot better than this in August, though. In addition, so with our building our new campus, we're trying to find out how we are linking our current campus and all the history and memories of that campus for our students and alumni, and how do we bridge and link to our new campus and bring some of those memories so that way it doesn't feel just like a brand new sterile place, but that we're able to bring memories from Lincoln in the past to Lincoln in the new. And one of our advisory lessons, we told you about our advisory program, but one of our advisory lessons was to create an ode to Lincoln. So students were writing pictures on cards, and we were going to make a collage out of that process to display in our main office. So that way, when former students come by, they're able to look at the memories of the former campus and have that link to our new campus. So really excited about that process. and how it will all turn out in August. So very excited. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The students are super excited. I know Fernanda's a little bummed that she won't be at the brand new campus, but Adam is a junior, so he will be at the brand new campus, and we're all very, very excited. So thank you for giving us this chance to share our school and our program. This picture is one of the Fly Law field trips right before they left, so pretty excited. You take a picture and make sure they all come back, so you can make sure to see, okay, you were here, and you all came back. So Richardson's, you know that trick, huh? So I'd like to recognize our volunteer of the year, Roxy Martinez. So if we could have Roxy come on up, please. So Roxy is a new parent to Lincoln this year. She started, of course, with us in August, and we were reaching out to families for participation in ELAC, trying to get parents involved. And at our first ELAC meeting, she noticed that there weren't a whole lot of parents there. How can she help us get more parents? She and Shelly, our parent facilitator, called every single one of our Lincoln families to make sure to offer them to come to these meetings and to be involved in Lincoln campus. So that was just the start of what Roxy was able to do for Lincoln. She continues to meet with us every week, 2 weeks, to see how she can be more involved and bringing more families to Lincoln and getting the word out about what Lincoln is able to do for her and her son. So we are just very thankful that we have Roxy this year and next year. So put your hands together, please, for Roxy. Now you're in front. Once again, thank you for letting us share Lincoln High School with you and the virtual academy. Thank you.
One more round of applause for the 1 leader, 2 schools, right? Pretty impressive stuff. Okay, last but so far from least, we have our San Leandro Adult School. So let me get this right. San Leandro Adult Career and Education Center, led by Bradley Frazier and his team. Principal Bradley Frazier, would you please come to the stage?
Good evening. Thank you very much for inviting us. This is going to be exciting for me, but as principal, I have decided to shift and change our presentation. We have 3 student speakers this evening, and you'll understand why I'm shifting this, because this particular student speaker got up early this morning to come to class, studied all day long, came back here this evening to address you, sat through wonderful presentations, but she's getting ready to go to bed. So would you please welcome our 2 preschool teachers, Tina Naito and Gloria Bustamante.
Good evening. Hello, my name is Gloria Bustamante, and we are here to celebrate our preschool. I'm a preschool teacher, and I have been with the district for about 21 years already.
Hi, I'm Tina Naito, and I can't remember how long I've been here. I think it's been a long time. And this is our student. Her name is
Isel. Four.
Say hi, I'm excited.
Hi, Michelle.
You want to say it? No? Go ahead. You don't have to. Okay. Well, at our preschool, we have a lot of fun, but we also work really hard getting our students ready for kindergarten and TK. No, okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys, you scared her. She was so excited to be here. She was going to tell you her little speech that she created. She wanted to tell you that she's excited about her school, but she's more excited because she's going to kindergarten in the fall. So we're excited to have her here with us this evening. Thank you, Itzel. Okay. We finally did it. Thanks to you, we rebranded our school, new name, new logo, new brochure. So thank you very much for allowing us to do this. It's something that's been really needing to be done for a number of years. This took a lot of work. All of our employees had numerous meetings, gave input, created designs. They did everything. And thanks to Keziah and Josh, we were able to come to consensus, and this is what we decided on. I want to make sure all of you understand that running the adult school is a huge job, and I wouldn't be able to do it with the phenomenal staff that I have. I have a tremendous staff. They're just wonderful. And this presentation tonight's an excellent example because I put all the bones together, wrote everything up, and then I just threw it to Kathy Gample and said, okay, make it look pretty and make it look good and cohesive. She does it, and I look at it and I said, Kathy, I didn't put WASC in any of these slides. And she said, oh, no. I want to make sure that Dr. Collins knows that we're on top of our WASC because he's a WASC expert, and we need to make sure he sees this. So tonight with me, Kathy Gamble will be co-presenting this wonderful PowerPoint that she has created. Okay, our mission statement, a WASC requirement, is evaluated and adapted and changed and massaged annually. This is what our current one is for the school year that's ending now. And it may go through another revision next year, depending upon what the teachers and the staff feel we should really be saying in this particular statement. Yes, they voted on it. Okay, this is what I'm excited about. I told Dr. Collins that my goal this year was to get us above and beyond our enrollment pre-COVID, and we did. We are now higher than we were pre-COVID. It looks not that much, it's only 3 students, but the reality is I backed out students that we really can't count for federal and state purposes. For example, the credit recovery students from Lincoln and San Leandro High School that take classes with us, we can't count them. So I backed them out. I backed out our fee-based students who pay for classes such as cardio wellness, machine knitting, and so on. I back them out. So in all honesty, we served about 2,200 students this school year. This is data that is extracted from our database directly by the feds and the state. They score the exams and then later let us know what our percentages are. You'll notice the top row is for the California state average for 2021, and below that is where we were. And as you can see, it was horrendous. COVID really did a number on a lot of schools, as you know. Last year, there's the California state average, and everything highlighted in yellow is where we exceeded the state averages in all categories except for 2. Here's a little bit of our demographics. Remember, we're not just an adult school. We offer toddler programs for 2-year-olds, preschool for 3 to 5-year-olds, credit recovery for 17-year-olds, and then we have the 18 to 100 plus student body. Our ethnicities pretty much mirror the district as a whole. This year, we had 40 languages represented on campus. 70% of our students are women, 30% men. And here's the breakdown of the different programs that those students are in. English as a second language is by far our largest program, with over 1,100 students active in the program now. Okay, WASC accreditation criterion 4. I'm going to have Kathy Gampel talk about this part since she's the one who thought it was so important to put in here. All right, come on.
No problem. So we are going into, which button? Where's my glasses?
Where's your glasses?
You guys, I need my glasses. Okay, so we are going into year 5. Oh, we are going, I thought I had a loud voice. We're going into year 5. Next year, we're going to be visited. And what we're finding from our surveys of our students and our staff is that our curriculum, and our focus groups, that our curriculum is relatable, relevant, rigorous, regularly reviewed, and we are exceeding state and federal standards. So I like to sneak the WASC in there since it's my job. WASC criterion 5 is teaching and instruction. We have varied means and methods at our school. We have in-person, we have online, we have direct instruction, independent study. We have textbooks and online programs, various activities and assessments all throughout for every single class. And for WASC, our SLOs challenge students to progress beyond the minimum requirements. So SLOs are school-wide learner outcomes for those who might not know, and we're very proud of ours. This is, actually, I should give it back to Brad. This is where the money comes from. Brad, would you like to discuss this?
Sure. You keep that. Okay. Okay, you're going to hear the word transitions a lot, because the federal government and the state government have moved away from the ADA funding, which used to be what adult ed was based on. Now it's based on successful transitions. We are paid for every diploma that's awarded, for every GED that's awarded, for every student who transitions from school to the workplace, from school to college, from school to apprenticeships. We are paid only for all of those student transitions that are successful. Our student test scores, student completion rates, graduate and certification rates are off the charts compared to other adult schools of our size throughout the state of California. Because of that, when we wrote for the WIOA grant this year, which is the Workforce Investment Opportunity Act, it's a highly competitive grant. We're competing with adult schools throughout the state, all community colleges, and community-based organizations. Because of our track record and because of the wonderful grant application that my staff and I put together, we have been awarded $2.4 million over the next 4 years.
Okay, moving on. Did you want me to just go ahead? Okay, moving on to goal number 2, educational equity through college and career readiness. We are an adult school. So all of our high school students are required to complete a college and career readiness course to graduate. We have obviously career technical education classes, and you'll be hearing speakers from that program this evening. Our students earn industry recognized certificates, and students receive theory and clinical education and training in all medical programs. So we're there. It's essentially what our funding also is based on, is transitions into college and career. Goal number 3 is equity-centered effective employee engagement. Our employees work really hard. They also participate in just about every aspect of the school. You'll see pictures later where they've participated in school activities with the students, and they're very busy. They're always working. We get their input through department meetings and through surveys, constant surveys. As you know from WASC, we're constantly surveying everyone. And finally, they are all part of ongoing professional development, which we have either on site, but we do have people who go to conferences, workshops, and trainings. Goal number 4, this is a good one. So actually, WASC has asked us and all people to have a DEI as part of their action plan if we don't already. And because of that, much of what we're doing is focused on making sure that the professional development training that everyone's getting is being implemented throughout the school. We do have community-focused activities and volunteer opportunities. Employees have successfully completed 2 years of DEI training through Sky Coaching. Thank you, Brianna, wherever you may be. We've established a DEI employee task force, but that's not good enough for us. We want to make sure that the curriculum is starting to implement DEI in the classroom, because what's the point of saying we're doing it if we're not getting the students to do it as well? And this last one, I will turn back to Brad because it's happy.
This year, we piloted a second preschool. So now we have 2 successful preschool classes, one in the morning and one in the afternoon, thanks to our wonderful preschool teachers. Gloria Bustamante has been with us since we've opened our first preschool 21 years ago, and Tina joined our team shortly thereafter.
Okay. We'll be fighting over not holding this. Okay, so environmental technology and equity, we expanded our campus. And I want to just interject a little bit. Having this campus built out, I should say, was one of Brad's major goals. The other one, of course, was getting WASC accreditation. So this is thankful to our principal, Mr. Fraser. We now have an outdoor space for students and teachers to enjoy. We are purchasing, I think we already did it, 100 new Chromebooks. And the thing with Chromebooks is that they die. So you don't want to buy them all at once. You got to kind of rotate them through. So this is going to be an ongoing effect for us for technology. And finally, in ESL and all of our courses, we are implementing and embedding technology into every class. It's a really important part, except I think machine knitting, maybe. Yeah, and the senior exercise class. Yeah, okay. All right. Valuing diversity, equity, inclusion. Oh, wait, I'm going backwards. Here we go. So what we're looking for always are student transitions. It's our funding's based on it. We want to prepare them to perform and progress and promote. It's part of our action plan, and it's part of our mission statement. Successful transitions to us mean students earn diplomas, GEDs, and certificates. They get jobs, they enroll in college, and they get raises and promotions. So this is absolutely critical to the adult school.
Before you go there,
Oh.
let me just go back that one.
Go back?
slide.
Okay.
Get to the-
Oh.
For a second, yeah. Okay, this is critical for us. We now have to track our students' progress in their daily lives. If they get a job, we need to know who employs them, their boss's name, contact information. If they get a raise, we need to track that. If they get a promotion, we need to track that. Starting in July, we must by law collect Social Security numbers, which I am completely against because we already have their names, addresses, telephone numbers, dates of birth. I really don't want to collect the Social Security numbers, but we don't have a choice if we want to continue getting funding from the state and feds. So all of this is so important because, like I said, our money comes from our students' successes, and we have a lot of success stories, and we're getting a lot of money. Thank you.
Okay. So, oh, this is mine.
Yes.
Sorry, we don't normally ask questions now, but how long do you have to collect that information? You mentioned you have to collect, their raises and their job. So how long is that required for you to do that?
As
Sorry.
long, we have to collect it as long as they get something. If they get another transition, we want that because it gets recorded, uploaded to the state and feds, and we get additional funding for every single student. Some students can have 10 successful transitions in 2 or 3 years. Others only maybe 1, but we try to track everything. We have a student transition specialist. That is her job to see what all of our students are doing currently and those who leave us where they are. So it's a lot of work. The more we can track it, the longer we can track it, the more money we would get for each student.
No. Okay. So you may have been at the last meeting where we introduced Shirley and we talked about our VN program, which has finally been approved by the state. So we want to toot that horn a little bit more. And I'm going to play for you the video that we put together as part of our approval process. And for those of you who have not had a chance to visit our campus, you'll get to see some really pretty pictures taken on a beautiful day, as well as see some of where we are, what we have to offer. So, and I will do a little bit of narration courtesy of our vice principal, Rochelle Parham, who is spearheaded the entire effort to get VN on our campus. So let's see. There's Rochelle, there's our director. And let me read what Rochelle has to say. It is my honor and privilege to introduce to you, okay, where's my glasses? The third component of our medical pathway. Currently, we have home care worker, we have a certified nurse assistant program that we're bringing back in, and now the vocational nurse training program. The state of California certified our school to provide a 12-month, 1,500-hour, high-quality medical training program that includes theory, lecture, and clinical practice, enabling students to successfully pass the National Council Licensure Examination for VNs. Much of the furniture and medical supplies you will see in this presentation were donated by the Kaiser Permanente, with additional donations from Alameda County Fire Department and other providers. In addition to the clinical support of our community partners, we are grateful to our district special ed department for providing the program's pediatric clinical training. Thank you, Dr. Patel. The VN program is scheduled to launch in August with our first cohort of 21 students. VNs are in high demand across the nation and especially in our community. Our students want meaningful careers and they desire deeply to be productive members of this society. As educational leaders, we are here to provide them with the tools they need to succeed. Thank you for the opportunity. And you can see from these slides just how much donations we received. Some was purchased, admittedly, but these mannequins, for example, many of them came from the fire department. We have this classroom, which is the theory classroom. We had to prove to the state we had running water. We have the mannequins for maternity, which you'll see here. And we have fully set up all the lifters, bed lifters, and chairs. We've got night tables. We have everything that you would need for this training program. We're really happy about that. Bedding and hospital supplies, even down to, I think we might have passed it in the other one. We do have hygiene, surgical and other procedure supplies. And I believe we have the wheelchair and the walker, and I think we just got an oxygen tank. Is that right? Yes, we did. And that came from the fire department. So we're very thrilled, very, very thrilled. Okay, Bradley.
This new program is going to cost us about $250,000 to run it annually. We have to have a director of nursing. We have to have at least 3 instructors. We have 9 partners, which I'm sure the board is aware of because we keep submitting new partnership agreements. So our competition in the entire local area, there's only one school that's doing this, and they are a fee-based school charging over $45,000 to the students for the identical curriculum that we will be having. And we're hoping to charge as little as possible, but it's still going to be a very high amount. We're looking at about $21,000 to $25,000 per student. But in just a few minutes, I'll be able to explain why we think this will be doable for the majority of our students. Here are some of our partners that we've had ongoing, but this slide shows the new partnerships. I have already submitted an MOU for Rubicon and EDD, and another one that's getting ready for the city. But the healthcare career pathway people, they want to provide us with a $350,000 yearly grant for 2 years to help us recruit students to go into the CNA, home health aid programs, and then to go right into LVN. So that's one pot of money that we have that we're going to be sharing with our students. And the EDD Rubicon, they have 3 different grants right now that many of our students qualify for. And one is $3,300, one is $5,000, and one is $7,000. So we will be working very closely with the students who want to take this program to help them write for as many of these grants as possible to reduce the cost. Goals number 2 and 4. Here are some of the activities that we had this year. And then there's a few others here. Our flu shot clinic by Kaiser Permanente, along with the health insurance. They come out and help with children who are undocumented. Our career training education open house. The lady seated you'll be meeting in just a moment. Black History Month. International Women's Month. Rochelle Parham, our vice principal, always gets students to volunteer to work with her at the Taste of San Leandro. This is the group that was here, along with some of our teachers. Week of the Young Child. We just finished our Job and Resource Fair in April. We had, I believe, 43 vendors present, including the school district. We just finished our Chabot College ESL tour because we're trying to get our high-level ESL students to successfully transition to Chabot College. Student Appreciation Day happened last week. Aha. Preschool. Remember, if you would like to attend our preschool ceremony, it is this Thursday at 10:30 at the adult school. And now we'd like to introduce Kathy Stillman. Kathy Stillman has been a teacher at the adult school for approximately 15 years. And if there's really such a thing as a unicorn, that can be Kathy, because her credentials allow her to teach in multiple areas. She's a medical instructor. She's also a business instructor. She's an accounting instructor. She's a computer instructor. She does it all. And we're very happy to have her with us. Would you please welcome Kathy Stillman?
I've never been called a unicorn before. Hi, I'm Kathy Stillman, and I am so fortunate to be a teacher with the San Leandro Adult School. It is a wonderful place to work with wonderful staff, wonderful support, wonderful admin, and I've worked for other adult schools that didn't have all that, let me tell you. But one of the things that I get to do, and one of the things I've been doing, is working as a CTE instructor. I teach manual accounting. So students that come to me have to learn a debit from a credit, and there's no computerization at all. It's all by hand. I'm old school. If you don't know it on paper, you're not going to know how to put it into the computer. And Miss Lisa Marie Nario is one of my survivors. She has managed to take everything that I've given her and everything else that I've given her and excel in it. So I'd love to introduce Miss Lisa Marie Nario.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lisa Marie Nario. I'm a San Leandro resident since 1997. I am employed by a major health maintenance organization here in San Leandro. It was during the pandemic around December 2021 that I received a San Leandro Adult School booklet. I was very happy to know that they had remote classes, so that made me consider it immediately. In addition, I was concerned about employment stability because I didn't know how long the pandemic will last. So I thought, let me take a look. I enrolled in, so far, since that time in January 2021, I have enrolled in 4 classes: Accounting 1, Accounting 2, Business Math, and Business Communications. My teacher was Miss Kathy Stillman. I learned a lot. Initially, I wanted to take accounting because I need to branch out in case I need to find any job. I didn't know if my company will retrench. Everything was up in the air. However, of the 4 classes that I took, I feel that the business communication was the one that helped me the most. Why? Because in my work, I felt a lot of frustration, but I wasn't able to resolve it. I was trying to communicate with my boss, but somehow whatever result I wanted was not happening, meaning I wanted more money. Every time, and every time it's time for evaluation, I write a super long evaluation, writing down all my achievements, etc. But in the end, it will result in barely a cost of living adjustment. So it's been like that for 10 years because I got hired in 2012. Before going to the clincher, I'd like to share how taking classes in San Leandro Adult School helped me. Number one, the most important improvement for me is I got out of a rut. It made me also realize my love for learning. It reawakened it. I realized also that a lot of my interpersonal stress I was experiencing was because I was lacking communication skills. I needed techniques. I needed a list of things to do that I could practice immediately. And I got that from my class. Also, I'm speaking about verbal, email, and written communication. For example, my emails were longer, I have to explain everything. But later on, because of our exercises, I was able to shorten my emails to be to the point and what I wanted to say and what result I wanted to get. And I work with doctors a lot, so they don't have time. So it improved a lot, and I got a lot of yes answers to my inquiries. I was able to present what I wanted and what are the choices and what is my proposal. So I feel like it really changed. I became more professional. I gained confidence in presenting my thoughts since I could back them up by writing or since I studied accounting 1, 2, and business math, I could make charts and present it. So what did that lead me? In 2022, I had my evaluation. This time, I was not upset. I just wrote down everything as usual, I wrote down everything I did for the year. But this time, there was a difference. I had 4 regional projects up my sleeve. Previously, I wouldn't have noticed that 4 of the projects I took on, 2 of them volunteers, were regional projects because I was just so stressed out, just trying to finish everything. But at the end of the year, when I was analyzing what I did for the year, I realized, hey, I had 4 regional projects under my belt. Because in my company, we had an interesting way of evaluating. You're not evaluated for what for your job because you're expected to complete it. You're evaluated based on how much additional things you did. And I had that 4 regional projects under my belt. Even my boss cannot discredit that. And because the rating will come from regional. So here's the clincher. Because of my very good evaluation and because I had 4 regional projects under my belt, I had quite a substantial pay increase of 20%. So, really big. And even my manager said, I've never seen such a big increase. And it was because of my regional projects that I took on. In early 2023, that's not the last. In 2023, so that was the salary increase. And also because of the changing and work environment, in the sense there's a lot of people, we needed a lot of people for health, including administrative people like me. Before that, I got promoted. So I had an increase, and then separate from that, I got promoted to program manager from being a program administrator. So that's part of an ongoing project. They reviewed all the jobs, and I was included in it. So I was very happy for that. So that included another pay increase. Okay, so 2 already giant, 1 big one and another big one. And then lastly, I think it was a California initiative. There was a California, I think they want to keep you, I forget the term for it. uh, but I got another paycheck, an extra paycheck last pay period because of that. So what I'm trying to say is I credit San Leandro Adult School for giving me skills, even at my age, to improve, to become more professional, to be more effective, to communicate better, and hopefully I'll be able to give back also to the community. Thank you very much.
So we have a student who's completed many classes, but now I'd like to introduce Miss Serene Khalil. She's a newer student. She's been with us just for the past two quarters, and she's an amazing person. Miss Serene.
Hi, everyone. My name is Serene. I am in 2 classes currently, which are medical terminology and clinical medical assistant. So I wanted to share how this school helped turn my life around. For a long time, I haven't been employed or going to school. I didn't have any plans for myself or a career. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Over a year ago, I was at a point where I felt I needed to do something with my life. So I went searching, trying to find what career path I wanted for myself. One day I received a brochure in the mail that had a wide variety of classes offered at San Leandro Adult School. The one that caught my interest was the clinical medical assistant program. But unfortunately, at the time, it wasn't something I was able to afford. So for a while, nothing happened until I received a brochure again from San Leandro Adult School later on. And I saw that there was a free class for Intro to Medical Careers. And it was an online course, which made it easier for me because I don't have transportation. So I immediately signed up for the course. In that class, I met Miss Catherine Stillman, and she had a guest speaker one day in the class named Teresa McGill, who works with Alameda County. She offers help to anyone looking for a job. So I expressed to her my strong interest in the CMA program being offered at the school, and if there was any way of being funded to join this class. And she in turn guided me to signing up for the Rubicon Grant Program that's partnered with the school. And thankfully they accepted my application and I was signed up for the CMA course. For the first time in a long time, I feel happy and excited to hopefully have a future career in the medical field. I'm grateful for everything that the school and everyone involved has done for me, reaching my goals so far. I'd also like to share that in my classes, I've met many people who also benefited from these classes at the school. Some are stay-at-home moms. Others are people who just want to make a change in their life for the better. I'm sure if they were here today, they would say the same as me, that they're grateful for the experience and happy to have San Leandro Adult School as their option of learning. Thank you.
This is a picture of our safety committee. Very proud of them. They're doing a lot of good work, helping us to keep our students and staff safe. Before I introduce our Volunteer of the Year, I just want to say, I've been in education now for 30 years, 18 of those years here at San Leandro. When I go on my conferences and I have presented at local, regional, state, national, and international conferences for the past 20 years, I always start each one of my presentations with singing the praises of the San Leandro Unified School District and of the adult school, because I've worked for 3 other districts locally. They can't even compare to what you guys do, to the support you give us. You make us who we are today. And as I said earlier, we are one of the top producing adult schools for our size in the whole state of California. So thank you very much. I really appreciate all of your support. By the way, when I say that, at the conferences. I can't tell you how much backlash I get from my former colleagues and bosses, but I really don't care. Now, Rochelle Parr, my vice principal, was nice enough to write me a script so I didn't have to memorize when I introduce Brianna Hatcher. Oop, there she goes. Brianna is an executive coach and facilitator for business and organizational leaders for the past 15 years. She is the executive leader coach of Leadership San Leandro, a program at the San Leandro Chamber of Commerce. Over the last 13 years, Brianna has transformed Leadership San Leandro into the city's most influential business network. Brianna joined the Adult School Advisory Board in 2015. The power of her network has generated speakers, donations, scholarships, and countless deliverables that bring about positive change to the adult school in our community. We admire her willingness to give us her time and her talents, and we appreciate all her good works. Now, somebody told me that Brianna also has a child. Is it UC Berkeley? Oh, I forgot. No, I'm sorry. It's USC Trojans. Mike, I know. So I'd like to introduce Brianna Hatcher. You can if you'd like to, but you got to get your word.
Whatever you want me to do. Thank you so much. Thank you. Lovely. Can I do this right here?
Sure.
Excellent. Oh, wow.
That's okay. Let's go. Come on. And one last thing for the board and the cabinet. Today, right before our presentation at 5 o'clock, I picked up our brand new San Leandro Adult and Career Education Center jackets with complete new logo. And there are plenty. If you want one, please email me or let me know. We have all the sizes from small all the way up to 4X. Thank you.
All right, I hope you are all feeling celebrated for your hard work. I know I am very excited and celebrated as well. With that, we are closing out the 22-23 Celebrating Schools, and I turn it back over to President Oshinsky. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Thank you, Director Moss. Next up, additional suggestions and comments from board members. Let's start with our student board member.
I first just want to say this has been I'm really disappointed that this is the last meeting that I'll be able to participate in, but this is not the last time you guys will see me, that's for sure. This has been such a fabulous meeting and just overall such a fabulous school year. And I'm honestly so honored that my principals had selected me to be a part of the board. And I'm so privileged to be a part of such an important and such a supportive school district. I know I've been in OUSD. Not all school districts have the support that is needed to conduct and run such a beautiful and fruitful district. So I'm just so grateful to be a part of this. And it's a little guilty pleasure I have, but I love telling my relatives and I love telling my neighbors how great San Leandro Unified School District is. And I try to, get their kids, I try to get my cousins to come here too, but it's just such a beautiful community. And I want to thank each and every one of you here this evening for supporting this district, supporting me and supporting my peers and ensuring that we have a promised and successful future. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Proctor. Trustee Gonzalez.
I want to say thank you for all of you that are still here
at the, when I know you have school tomorrow. So thank you for staying. Thank you for the beautiful presentations. It's good to hear what's actually happening at each of our school sites, because what we approve, we don't always see it in action. And so it's nice to actually see that today. I wanted to highlight a couple of things. I love the fact that there's a debate club now at the high school and that it won first place its first time out. That's very, very cool, very exciting. It's nice that our students are back in person and able to do these things, debates, notables, all of those. So thank you for all of the great things happening at the high school. Matt Steinecke, thank you for being principal for two different schools and for launching a school. I mean, that's a huge thing for the school, for our school district. We have a new school, and that's really, really, really exciting. And then for the adult school, I love the work you do. I have many friends that have really moved on in their careers and in their lives because of the programs. You touch lives, and that's a wonderful thing. And you also promote lifelong learning. It's not just once you graduate from, you're not done from San Leandro when you graduate from high school. We offer a whole nother opportunity for students to continue. And then when our youngest speaker, maybe tomorrow when she isn't so shy from these lights and these stages, if you want to get a video of her speech and send it to us, I would love to see her speech. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Trustee Gonzalez. Trustee Pearl.
Thank you. Yeah, I want to second a lot of the same comments. Thank you for those of you who came out this evening. I know it's a busy, also to all of our high schools who prepared presentations. I know it's like the busiest time of the year for you all. So just really want to appreciate you just putting together such a fabulous presentation for us tonight. Wanted to thank our high school students who performed tonight. That was a beautiful song from one of our students to honor one of our late teachers. I know that you all have had a heavy year as well. So just want to thank you for holding your community close while you guys have been dealing with a lot this year. So just want to honor you all for that. And want to celebrate just a few themes, just, hearing about inclusive leadership at each of your sites, how you're engaging staff and parents and everything that you do. I'm always really impressed to see just the range of opportunities our kids have to lean into their interests, their passions, and just you see it on the stage every time we have one of these, just kids kind of shining in their talents and their passions. So it's just beautiful to see. And I'm glad that we have those offerings, as early as preschool all the way through our adult school. And just meeting students where they are is another note I had. Just, you welcome children to adults from all walks of life and kind of meet them where they are to help them meet their goals. And yeah, I wanted to also lift up, I really especially appreciate hearing from our adult school. My mom is a adult school graduate who I heard you speak about medical terminology. That was the first course she took, and it changed her life from working fast food to having a long career in healthcare that, changed our lives and gave us a lot of stability. So I just have a really special place in my heart for adult school. So excited to hear about just the wonderful program. I know the last time we talked about enrollment, but also just hearing about your outcomes, right? It's not just you get them in, but you sent all of your students on this incredible trajectory that's life-changing. So want to honor that. And I want to say thank you to Amaya. And we're also excited. It's been so wonderful to serve. I know I've served the least amount of time next to you, but I've been so incredibly impressed by you. And I've had a chance to talk to you about your journey and your future. And we're just so proud of you here in San Leandro. And I'm so excited to see what you do next.
Thank you, Trustee Pearl. Trustee Aguilar.
I will keep my comments short because ditto. I mean, there is genuinely nothing more I think we can say other than we're extremely excited and proud of everything that you are doing. And I think, because I like to pull out themes from each of these celebrating schools, the red thread through the universe tonight is that you are providing access to resources and rich equity-centered opportunities. I think that's the crux of it. And so I appreciate you highlighting all of that. And bring students in. I mean, tonight was very student-centered, and I always appreciate that because students are the reason why we're here. And so I appreciate you bringing that to the forefront. So that's what I have to say. And Amaya, congratulations. I know you're gonna have a great time at UCLA, and we will miss you. And we'll take you up on the, this isn't the last that I'll see of you. Cool, come on over.
Thank you, Trustee Aguilar. I too want to thank everybody for their presentations. Always thoroughly impressed to see what's going on at each one of the sites.
I love how the high school presentation was driven by the students because that's what we're about. We're here for the students. So it was great to see what's going on from their perspective. I love the personal story from Rory about making the transition from a private school to San Leandro and to high school and finding the connections and the inclusivity that we foster here in this district and at that school. That was touching to hear that. I'm gonna have to say, one of the phrases of the night that I loved hearing from Mr. Steinecke was every year they are redefining what Lincoln means to students every year, right? I mean, that is so important that we're meeting the students where they need to be met and we're meeting their needs. I loved hearing that. Also from the adult school, I love how you watch the slides and you talk about the programs that they're offering and the connections to the community and the partnerships that help foster and support those programs to help them expand their offerings. I love to hear it when the community works with us and we work with them. So I want to say thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Tate.
So I want to thank everyone for coming. This was by far one of the best celebrations of schools. I felt like each school represented a uniquely different aspect of their educational setting. And I just thought it was really great. I mean, I almost felt like we were at a concert with the notables, right? Award-winning notables, right? But not just that, for even like with Lincoln High School, I love going to Lincoln High School because it's not really an alternative high school. It's really a small high school, right? And so students go there and they just thrive. And so I am really happy that our district provides the uniqueness that each student needs. And that's what each school represented, from San Leandro High to the Virtual Academy, to Lincoln High School, and to the adult school. So thank you for all you do, and thank you for your commitment to student success.
I too echo my colleague's sentiment about, I thank all of you for your presentations, for the performances. They've been really incredible. The high school, number one of the strategic plan is engage, educate, and empower. We talked about clubs, you talked about academies, the debate award, the notables, and ROP, all greatly address that number one of the strategic plan. San Leandro Virtual Academy, I really appreciated the way, the process in which you developed your logo. I thought it was really great to engage all the stakeholders. We recently did a tour of Lincoln's new facilities. It's pretty amazing to be standing in the dirt in September. And then here in April, I was standing in the what to be the new MPR. It's pretty amazing, the new facility that you have coming up. Congratulations to the adult school on meeting your goal for increasing enrollment from prior to the pandemic. That's a large achievement. One common theme that I heard tonight from students, they said it's one of the best decisions I have made. And that means a lot to me, that our district is providing our students with those opportunities to achieve and learn and grow. So thank you.
Thank you all for your hard work, great presentations. Of course, administrators, you're all getting ready to close the school year out. So I know you're completely exhausted. So I appreciate you coming out tonight. High school, get some sleep tonight. We'll see you tomorrow right here. Teachers, parents, students, everybody, you know, this is what it's all about. We have these evenings so we can really take a deep look into what's going on in each and every one of our schools. And that's why we always walked away from here in a great mood, because we do a lot of work behind the scenes that nobody knows, but it's to make things better and to always support and keep things moving in all our schools. And as you heard tonight, all our leaders are always pushing the envelope and trying to not just have the status quo at each school. We're always trying to look at better ways to help our students and keep things moving. So again, I applaud you and thank you for all your hard work and what you do. Miss Maya Proctor, as I said earlier, you will be missed. You were just a pleasure to have up on the diocese with Peter and I, you know, throughout the year. It's just been awesome to have you next to me. Circle the date, November 16th. You have my cell number, but at that point we'll be enemies, USC versus UCLA. So I will be at the campus. You can come over and I'll buy you a sandwich. How's that? Huh? All right. Yeah. You'll be around a lot of Cardinal gold though. So, you know, welcome to the rivalry. All right. With that, I hope you guys all have a safe night, and I will let President Oshinsky close us out.
I want to say thank you to Maya. I really appreciate you being here with us and all your input. It's been very supportive. I know that at graduation, you're going to be taking Dr. Mike's place, giving away your class. So I'd like to ask you, give me the honor of walking with me onto the field right prior to graduation. Thank you. Wonderful. All right, so we're not going to be recessing into closed session. That being said, we're going to adjourn. Can I get a motion to adjourn? Moved by trustee Aguilar, seconded by trustee Sheridan. All in favor? Motion carries 6+1. Thank you and good night, everyone.